Hello and welcome to a flip lesson on improper fractions and mixed numbers. Please open your math notebooks and title a clean page with this heading and write down your I can statement. I can identify improper fractions and mixed numbers. Don't worry if you don't know what those words mean yet, we will cover it. So pause the video while you write that down. All right, what is an improper fraction? Well, there's a couple of key characteristics. The first one about improper fractions, and this is an important word to know, so I would write that down, is that it's when the numerator is larger than the denominator. So what is the numerator in a fraction? The top number. And what is a denominator in a fraction? Remember, denominator down, that's the bottom number. So the numerator is bigger than the denominator. Since the numerator is larger, the fraction is more than one whole. And I'll show you some examples of this in just a minute. We have 9/3, notice the numerators, 13/5, and 20/8. The numerator is larger than the denominator in all of these examples. So all three of these fractions are called improper. Improper because they're not the right way to write fractions. It's a different way, not the proper, fancy way to write fractions. I'll show you what it looks like. So, like I said, I like pizza. I like to use pizza as examples. So in this example, we have two pizzas. One of them has been eaten a little bit. You need to ask yourself, how many pieces is each pizza divided into? And if you take a look, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. So each pizza is divided into 4 slices. Then I look at the pieces of pizza that are left. This one is a whole, and this one has been eaten a little bit. I'm going to count them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 pieces total out of 4. Since this is bigger than the denominator, I know that I have at least one whole plus a few more extra. So 7 total out of 4 sliced pieces in each pizza. More than one pizza is left, but there are fewer than 2 pizzas. You can see that with the picture. Here is a practice check. I want you to try it. What would be the improper fraction represented by the picture below? So in this, the circles are divided into 1/3 chunks. So figure out what would your denominator need to be, and then how many pieces out of that denominator are there. Pause the video while you think about it, and I'll give you the answer in just a minute. If you're not ready for the answer, then go back and pause because I'm going to give the answer away. The answer is 4/3. I'll show you how I got that. Each circle is divided into 1, 2, 3 pieces. 1, 2, 3. So 3 is my denominator. And then I go back and look at, well, how many pieces are shaded in? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4/3 is the correct answer. Let's talk about mixed numbers now. A mixed number, and again, this is going to be something you want to write down in your notebook with these characteristics so that you can remember and refer back to it. A mixed number is written with a whole number and a fraction together. So you will see both. Not like an improper fraction where it's just the fraction part, but this is a whole number and a fraction. It is a fraction that is greater than 1, but not quite a whole 2 or a whole 3 or a whole 4. So here are some examples. We have 1 and 2/3. And I want you to make note of when you read a mixed number, you're going to say the whole number first, say and, like we would with decimals, then read the fraction. So this would be read 5 and 1/2, 3 and 1/8. You try this one. 2, and 5/6. Okay? So what does a mixed number look like? This is the same example that we used for improper fractions. I'm going to show you how to write it as a mixed number. How many whole pizzas do we have? One whole pizza. So the answer is 1. We have one whole. And then we're going to look at the part of our fraction picture that does not have a whole. So that would be this part here. So I'm going to ask, how many pieces is the partially eaten pizza divided into? 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces total, just like this one. 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces total. So there's 4. How many slices of the eaten pizza are left? 1, 2, 3. I have 3 out of 4 total pieces. So my fraction, my mixed number, would be 1 whole pizza and 3/4 of a pizza. So I put those together, 1 and 3/4 left. You try practice check number 2. I want you to write the mixed number that represents this picture shown above. So take it apart like you did with the mixed number example with the pizza. How many wholes? And then what's the fraction to represent what's left? Take a minute and pause the video so you can work this out. If you are not ready for the answer yet, then go back and pause because I'm going to give it away. The answer is 1 and 2/5. And here's how I got that. I look at my picture, I have one whole circle all shaded in, so that's how I got my one whole. And then I need to look at the pieces that I have left over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chunks total, so I know 5 is my denominator. And 2 out of those 5 are shaded in, so my fraction is 1 and 2/5. Here is a challenge if you would like one. I want you to draw a picture of what 6/3 would look like. Just sketch it out in your notebook. This might be kind of tricky at first. And I want you to write down what you notice about it. I'm not going to give the answer away to this, but if you attempt the challenge, I will tell you whether or not you got it correct in class. And if you have any questions or ahas, I want you to jot them down and then we'll talk about them next time I see you. If you're not sure about any of this or you didn't get the practice checks correct or you're not sure how to work them out, then please go back and rewatch the video. I will see you next class time.